Hey everyone, welcome to another of my vlogs. And up this week, I'm going to talk about one of the biggest superhero movies to be shown this year. That's Iron Man 3. So, let's get started. So, I watched Iron Man 3 this past Monday. Um, yeah, I know this is a late vlog. It's late to talk about it, but anyway, I still have those images, those feelings, what I felt. I still know what I felt when I first watched it last Monday. So Iron Man has become one of the most looked forward to movies ever since it was launched. It has a following, it has a solid fan base, and I mean, before the first movie, I didn't really had any interest in Iron Man. So congratulations to those who started the whole Iron Man franchise because it really sells. It really has an appeal. It appeals to a specific audience, and yeah. Now, as for the third installment, it was great. I really enjoyed it. It still has the humor, courtesy of Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's one of the actors that I really look up to. I really do wish he would make a movie with Johnny Depp because that would be epic. Well, anyway, I also love the romantic angle portrayed by Robert and Gwyneth Paltrow. It has surprises. I was thinking that in this movie, I all those action surprises, wherein the tides turn, um, wouldn't be in this movie, but surprise at the end, at the last scenes of the movie, it was there. So thankfully, um, yeah, it was so refreshing to see most of Iron Man without the suit, because he becomes invincible without that iron suit. So I'm glad that the direction this movie took was to portray Iron Man or Tony Stark mostly without that iron suit. So at least we see a human side to him, the vulnerable side to him, what he does, what he is capable of doing without that Iron Man suit. It might not appeal to children because, I mean, kids, boys want to see a lot of action, uh, you know, robots, all that cool techie stuff. But for a more mature audience, it was good to see that side of him. The only thing that crossed my mind while watching the movie was in those times when Tony Stark was in trouble. I kept asking where the heck are his Avenger friends? Aren't they there to help him? I mean, it was so. I was expecting like at least the Hulk or Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow, to come out and help him, give him a hand, just for a few minutes of screen time. But no, no, it's an independent. It's a movie independent of the Avengers, but in a way, it pushes the story of the Avengers forward. Yeah, I really did enjoy it. This is kind of a spoiler, so if you want, you can stop watching now. But I loved seeing a lot of Iron Man suits flying around. That was one of the biggest surprises. I was thinking, how is Tony going to get through all this trouble, all this wreck he is in? But surprisingly, and I didn't expect that he actually made a lot of Iron Man suits, not just the Iron Patriot or Mac 4, Mac 2, whatever. He has actually a lot more Iron Man suits that that you can use in whatever situation he is in. Now, Tony Stark's ability to change his suits from Mac, for example, from Mac 4 to a Mac 5 or whatever. It kind of reminded me of a 90s cartoon called The Centurions. In that cartoon, they were able to change their suits. I mean, it's this basically the same idea. Their suits are stored in a storehouse, and then they could just command their AI or whatever computer to transport those suits to their bodies, and they would just attach to their bodies, which is really cool. And it was amazing to see that on the big screen. So kudos to the director. And by the way, yeah, the director for the third Iron Man movie is different. From 1 to 2, it was John Favreau, and then for this third installment, it's now Shane Black. Yeah, I don't know why, why it was the direction was changed, but anyway, still good. I mean, still sticks to the original elements that make Iron Man really badass. One thing I have to mention, especially, is that Jarvis is an amazing virtual assistant. I mean, wow, I really wish there was a real Jarvis here in life. If you didn't know, Jarvis is the artificial intelligence computer of Tony Stark, built specifically for Tony Stark, because he knows what Tony Stark needs. Even security, his food, his whereabouts, his travel itinerary. I mean, wow, Jarvis just knows everything. He can organize everything for Tony Stark. But of course, there are fallbacks of Jarvis, especially when power is low, he needs to recharge, he malfunctions sometimes. But anyway, Jarvis really is an amazing sidekick to Tony Stark. Actually, at that part when all the other Iron Man suits flew around, they were all controlled by Jarvis, and you could say that Jarvis is capable of combat, courtesy of the Iron Man suits. But of course, he still is a computer created by the amazing Tony Stark. So you got to admire Tony Stark's intelligence. Intelligence really is a powerful tool. If only you were as smart as Tony Stark. But anyway, yeah, Iron Man 3 is an amazing movie. You should go see it. As long as it's still in theaters, you should go see it. So yeah, that's it. Hands down, Iron Man 3, should look forward to it. There's a part when it really surprised me that his, this thing on his chest, it was finally removed, and the sharpnel that could damage that could go through his heart, it was also removed. So it was kind of refreshing to see Tony Stark without that glowing thing on his chest. I'm really looking forward to how it'll impact the next Iron Man movie, the next Avengers movie, and his home is being rebuilt as well. So let's just see the changes that will come. Because Iron Man, the thing on Iron Man's chest, on that particular suit, is a signature thing to see whenever Iron Man comes on stage. So I'm looking forward to how solid fans of Iron Man would approach that kind of development in the story. But anyway, the movies are different from the comics, so yeah, you should go see it. And that's it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, that would really help. And I hope to see you in the next vlog. Cheers and Thanks very much.